What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming back at you today with a Godzilla review. I know, right? I've been reviewing almost everything else from superheroes to Yu-Gi-Oh to Dragon Ball Z, and I know that, I'm sure some people may be unsubscribed by now, but I hope none of you have, because finally we're getting back into Godzilla stuff, and, at least as of right now, this is pretty much the last thing I have to review for a little while. But my birthday's coming up, so hopefully I get some stuff. Um, I will probably make another video about this separately, but I will not be making it to G-Fest this year, sadly. I know, it sucks. But, that's usually where I bring in and buy a lot of other Godzilla stuff to review that lasts me quite a while. But really, for now, this is my last review until my birthday passes on the 29th of June this month. And so we'll see what happens and if I get anything. And like I said, I do have stuff on pre-order, so there's going to be stuff coming in, but it's not going to be till way later. But I'll try to keep the channel flowing regularly with maybe some vlogs and other stuff. But without further ado, let's get on to today's massive review. I recently just got this guy from a toy show that was in town called the Attack Toy Show, and I went there with my girlfriend and her sister. We had a great time. A lot of neat stuff, a lot of neat art, a lot of neat figures. I didn't really expect to find any Godzilla stuff there, but Lord behold, I found one of these large, I believe this guy is 18 inches tall, scale. This is just a large scale Bandai Godzilla 1964. And these things are, pretty much rather expensive. The guy who was selling it, he had it at a decent price, but I really couldn't land it on my own. My girlfriend saw how much I wanted it, and we split it. We split it right down the middle. This was our first Godzilla that we bought together, so it means a lot, and we nicknamed him Gertie. So this is Gertie, everybody. And, he's awesome. I love him. I thank you again to my girlfriend, Amber. She's the best. And let's get on to this amazing review with the box, because this guy came with the box, and the box is massive. I don't even know if I can get it in the entire shot, but here's the box that he came in. The box is a little rough looking, but again, for the price and me and my girlfriend splitting it right down the middle, not that bad. Pretty much a Ganga deal. So, here's the box that he came in. Godzilla King of the Monsters all the way around. Pretty much got like a picture of not the 64, but the 1984, because this figure came out in the 80s, and this is the reissue. This is not the original, and this, of course, is not the rare bronze version, but this is the reissue. And this figure is the oldest piece in my collection. It came out in 1988. It's older than I am. I wasn't even born yet. But here, just a quick overview of the box. Awesome cardboard box. The box is awesome. I kind of just have it stuffed in the corner in my room right now, and that's probably where it's going to stay because I have really no other place to put this thing. But it's an awesome box, and even though it's a little roughed up here at the top, it's just awesome. The 1984, silhouette picture on each side is really cool. I dig it, and yeah, so great box. The box itself is awesome to have. But let's take a look at this large-scale Godzilla 1964 that came out in 1988. Nuts! This is by far my oldest piece that I have. And again, this is the reissue. The original, the dorsal plates weren't silver, and it didn't have the silver patch on the front, and the claws on his hands and his feet were white. And he didn't have the little silver patch. It was pretty much just painted in the rest of his body color. And then his backside was pretty much the same as the body color as well, I believe. I did some research and looked it up on Club Tokyo. And then, of course, there was the very rare and crazy expensive, almost you never see one pop up, bronze version. There's one of these that's all bronze. It's all bronze colors, and it's a ridiculously sought-after grail figure for a lot of collectors. I don't know if I know anybody who has one. I might. But in one of the Godzilla collectors groups on Facebook. But I'm glad to finally own one of these guys, even though it's the reissue. It's great. I do know that the original was also a little bigger, I believe. At least that's what it said on Club Tokyo, if I'm remembering reading that right. That the original was bigger than the reissue. But still, the reissue is great. It's fantastic. It's huge. And again, me and my girlfriend split this down the middle, and we nicknamed him Gertie. So let's get on to this review of the large-scale Godzilla 1964. I'm blabbering just because I'm still amazed that I have one of these finally in my collection, and I'm just amazed at how awesome it is. So, paint job. Pretty much, blackish green for his whole body, gray for his, spine, claws on his hands and his feet, white for the teeth, red inside the mouth. For how old this figure is too, it's pretty much flawless. He's got a little bit of scuff marks on the toes and the claws on his hands, but overall, he's flawless. Spines going down his back and whatnot. Very nice, silver color. Very nice silver patch here. Eyes are white with black pupils. Again, white teeth, red inside the mouth. Again, I'll try to get him all in the camera shot so you can see everything. But, just great paint job all the way around. He looks fantastic. Definitely a shelf hog, but the area I have him in my room, he fits perfectly. So, not an issue. And for detail, just the scale, just the skin looks awesome. Dorsal plates are beautiful. You can definitely, he almost doesn't have an exact 1964 look, but you can tell that it's 1964 mainly because of the oversized, kind of eyebrows hanging over his eyes. But, very nicely well done, skin, dorsal plates, hands, fingers, toes, feet, just awesome. I mean, it is an awesome looking Godzilla figure, and a lot of people, and even after I got this, have told me that this is almost a must-have for any serious Godzilla collector. I know Reissue has one, and I know a few other people have one, and I'm happy to finally have one. And the fact that it's the first Godzilla that me and my girlfriend bought together, it just means a whole lot more as well. And tail, awesome curvature. I mean, this guy is just amazing. It's an amazing figure. It's Bandai. You can never go wrong, especially with the old Bandai stuff. And overall, it's just great. Here's the stickers on the feet. You got the licensing sticker on this one, which is really small and kind of hard to see. And of course, here you got the Bandai Japan 1998 sticker for, authenticity. Which again, the sticker's not even in that bad shape. For this being as old as it is, it's in great shape. And again, I'm happy to finally own one of these. And just to give you guys, I forgot to grab it, but let me grab it really quick, just so you can get an idea of scale, because this is a Bandai figure. Let's see, let me move my light here really quick, and let me grab it. Ah! Stuff is falling. But, reposition my light here. Okay, there we go. Just for some scaling, sorry I forgot to grab this. I wasn't really thinking about it because I was so excited to do this review. But, for scaling, here he is sized up with the 50th anniversary memorial box Godzilla 1964. So you got your normal 6-inch Bandai, then there's this big giant Bandai. Way huge difference. I mean, so there's an idea of how big this figure is if you couldn't tell how big it was sitting in front of me. It's huge, but it looks awesome and it's great. So there's scaling. Articulation with this guy, it's so big you almost don't, articulation doesn't matter to me, but you got, rotation at the arms. They probably could turn 360, but from how massive his legs are and thunder thighs here, you can't get him to rotate all the way around. But you can get his arms to move up and down, put him in some crazy ass pose like, yeah, or something, I don't know, or go, I don't know. But then, of course, up here at his thighs, you can get him to kick out, ever so slightly. The joints are a little stiff, but you can get him to kick out like maybe he's going to sit down or something. And you can kind of get him to kick backwards a little bit. But overall, just set him straight. That way he balances good. And then, of course, you have 2 joints at the tail. You have one right to where it connects into his butt. You can get that swing back and forth. And then, of course, you got this one here in the middle. And you can kind of rotate that however you see fit. And that's kind of how he fits in the box. You kind of rotate this all the way around to where it's kind of straight like that, slide him into the box. That's pretty much how this guy was packaged. And that's pretty much it for articulation, detail, paint job. I mean, again, guys, this is a great figure. If you're a serious Godzilla collector and you can find one of these, this is the reissue. And, if you can find one for around, lowest, I would imagine would probably be like 200. But if you can find one for like 200 to 250 to at least 300 bucks, it's not bad. That's acceptable price range. So again, if you're a serious Godzilla collector, I agree with everyone else who's told me so far. This is a must-have for any serious Godzilla collector. And again, the story behind getting this figure too means a lot to me, and I really, really enjoy it, and it's a great figure. So yes, so you guys, I'm blabbering on now, but like always, hope you enjoyed this review on this large-scale 1998 reissue of the Bandai Godzilla 1964. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next figure review. Thank you for watching.